name is Andy. I like to make vlogs, I like to show my face and dance like a chicken. I like to climb things and dance in my snuggie. I also like to jump off the things for you. Andy vlogs.
This morning, I woke up about 9 o'clock and I went running with a friend of mine. We're an interesting running pair because my friend is super skinny and she looks like really athletic, but in reality she's not, and she has hardcore asthma, so she runs like a fat person, and I'm a fat person, so we're like the best running pair ever. We run super slow and we breathe really hard. That's what she said. Sorry, I had to say. Whenever I don't exercise for a long time and I start running or whatever, my whole body itches. It's like, it's a medical disorder, okay? I looked online and apparently if you take some antihistamine or whatever the frick it's called, it like helps reduce the itching. But it doesn't, but it does, like, kind of. So, I was informed that Benadryl has antihistamine in it. So, before I went running at like 9 in the morning, I took some Benadryl. But this was like ghetto-ass Benadryl. I was just looking through my cupboards trying to find Benadryl. Couldn't find it. And there's this like Safeway thing. I'm not sure if it was Benadryl. It's probably a form of... I don't know what the frick the drug was called. But the things were pink. And I looked at the ingredients and there's antihistamine in it. So I was like, okay, maybe this is like ghetto Benadryl. I only took one because I was a little suspicious of it. Normally I would take like 5. And I went running. Everything was fine. I got home. It was like 10 o'clock. About 10 o'clock. I was so tired. I thought I was sick. I thought I was dying. I was trying to study for SATs, but I was falling asleep, bro. I was falling asleep. And I guess taking like freaking sleeping pills on top of exercising for like the first time in your life doesn't mix well. It doesn't mix well. So I went to bed at like, what, 11? I was watching Modern Family and I just like fell asleep. And I woke up at like, what, 3? Dude, I wasted my Sunday sleeping. This is my bitch friend. She's a friend who's a bitch. We're frenemies. We're friends, but enemies. She's a jerk. You're a jerk, but I love you. I just farted. Awkward. I've been reading this shit, and I've been like, it's just the problem is, like, I read for a half hour, like, the stuff it tells me to read. And then at the end of the chapter, it's like, okay, now practice everything you've learned. And I'm like, okay, bitch, I got this. I'm gonna get everything right. And I look at the answers, and I get, like, most of them wrong. I'm gonna retake it. It's like, I'm retaking it, bitch. I'm not gonna ace this. I'm scared. You know, I have some friends, and yes, they are extremely smarter and better at me in everything. Except for, no, what am I kidding myself? Everything. They're better at everything. Talk about, they're like, you know, they've taken it like, I don't know, 5 billion fucking times. I don't know, fucking know. And they talk about their scores. They have like, oh my god, MA. I cried for 3 hours last night. I got 2200 on my SAT. It's like, fuck you. They freaking got this great ass scores and they're crying to me. It's like, I don't sympathize. I don't know how to freaking say the word. I don't sympathize you, bitch. You know, what I want to get on the SAT score, I want to get an 1800. You know how happy I'd be with an 1800? I'd probably poop out rainbows. That's how happy I'd be.